Welcome, friends. This is Archangel. It's funny how I'm told by everyone, but especially guys, that females can do what guys can. Females can pull their own weight. Guys like to pretend females sacrifice just as much, in fact more, than males do. Usually, I just give them the, "Really? Are you freaking kidding me?" look, but I realize they are still anesthetized, still firmly ensconced in the brainwashing of the gynocentric establishment. To them, gynocentrism is just the way things are, and I am the oddball for even attempting to broach indiscrepancies. So of course I get all the shaming tactics. I'm gay, I'm a woman hater, or I've been hurt, which is why I slander the sterling, beautiful, angelic, benevolent female sex. No, actually, I don't diss females. I point out male devaluation and female privilege, which overloads the misandristic mind, which is overwhelmed with gynocentrism. When I see that they are entrenched in the male disposability mindset of the vaginisty, I become exasperated. When I see their genuine ignorance regarding their bonds of slavery, why can't they see their subjugation with clarity the same way I can? I want males to be free. But to bring them up to speed on male devaluation and the underpinnings of male disposability and the motivations of the human creature, which precipitates male utility, this would be like trying to bring someone up to speed on the grammatical sentence structure of advanced philosophy when they haven't even learned their ABCs yet. Just today, I was talking with a well-educated male, a physician, who I actually like. On this occasion, he was trying to take me to task on the ABCs of misandry, as I labored to inform him on how everybody devalues and mocks males. I have already talked a couple of times to him about the rampant examples of misandry, so today I thought we'd graduate from baby food to a little solid food. Thus I began talking about male utility. I ran the gamut from males being screwed in courts to male disposability. I figured he was ready for some gynocentric truths about our existence. In classic brainwashed male form, he tried to muddy the water by saying males are disposable because of our physical structure. We're meant to build and protect. So I called him on his apples and oranges argument. He was trying to argue nature and instinct, while I was arguing morality and basic worth of human life. Instincts to conceive and protect gene replication is different than sentience of philosophical platitudes regarding why we act or relate as we do. I argued fundamental morality. We have decided that males are worth less than females, as living, breathing beings that have inherent value regardless of any biology or evolutional imperative for species propagation. We have decided on a purely abject plutonic level that a single female has inherent value paramount to any comparable male counterpart. You take a non-reproducing male and female, and society will deem that male as disposable purely on a matter of human worth. He continued on with the males are utilities, deal with it argument. I think he enjoyed seeing me get riled up. I told him how demonstrable this societal devaluation of males is. Merely look at civilization, who has built and shouldered the weight of maintaining everything we know. Moreover, which sex gets priority in any disaster? Which sex is forced into armed conflict? Males have this need to continue infantilizing females in order to downplay epic servitude and the sacrifice males make for everyone else. Furthermore, in case you haven't heard, females are equal, yet males continue to carry them and defend the equal females all the while. He then offers, well, females do as much as males. We have females in construction, military, they give birth. Look at the female representation in business or government. There hardly is none. Males dominate everything. I just had to roll my eyes. Good Lord, where do I start? Oh yes, females do so much more than males. Such a tired, false rebuttal. First off, males built every damn thing in this world. Yeah, sure, it's easy to put on a tool belt and jump up and down, and maybe put a nail in the wall and claim equal capability after the house has been built by males already. But fine, we'll go with that. There are now females on construction sites or road crews or firefighting crews, but They do not pull the weight a male does. Females get coddled. I don't know how many firefighters, police, military personnel, factory workers, road crew have regaled me with tales of female coddling and labor-sparing favoritism. The females put on hard hats and safety vests and direct traffic while males dig and wield the jackhammers. Males have to rush into infernos and carry out people while a female may hook up a hose or two. Males have to carry all the lumber and drywall. The female gets to drive the truck to the lumber yard to have materials loaded up by males. I have seen this coddling in action more times than I can recall. Males have to dig the hole and wrestle a tree into it, or dig the edging and then shovel decorative rock into it, while the female may come along with the water hose and water the tree. And if a female actually tries to carry any heavy materials, male co-workers will see her struggling and jump in to help with the load so they can get home sometime before Labor Day. Oh, it's great for women to brag about doing all these rugged jobs, yet they still fetch a male anytime heavy lifting is required. What is she really but window dressing to a feminist agenda of equal capability assertions? Rosie the Riveter gets the cover of posters, while Randolph the Riveter is doing all the heavy lifting behind the scenes. Males get shouldered with all the manual labor. Even if there's a female, males will pick up the slack of lagging females on the rotating shift at the acid plant in order to meet the assignment quota so they won't get in trouble. Furthermore, many males have relayed one specific sentiment countless times to me. Having a female on the team means more work for them to pick up her slack. I have been around freight and construction and landscaping, and I see females that have been given jobs over better qualified males because of affirmative action. Then they are given light duty. They handle a few light packages while males have to lug all the palletized loads around the docks. A female deliverer will be given the light load route while males are given the heavy loads. Females like the idea of equality, not the reality of it. The female collective likes to be able to point out a few of their burly butch sisters in hazardous occupations and say, see, females can do what males can do. Even though 1, females do not pull the same workload, and B, females do not really want the employ of dangerous or physically demanding jobs. They would much rather be bank tellers than refinery workers. They would rather be dispatchers than the officers risking harm out in the field. Humans are driven by survival, self-preservation, and females are extremely adept at this. They do not want to risk bodily harm, stress, or premature aging for a job, especially when there are males around to risk their own well-being to continue the flow of petroleum products that fuel the SUVs females drive to the mall, while that chump of a husband is making the car payment. I don't see females risking life and limb on fishing vessels to bring in seafood so that some entitled female can have her boyfriend treat her to on a Saturday night date because she expects chivalry, which is his duty. I don't see females rushing in droves to fight wildfire, not when they could sit in a salon and manicure the hands of privileged females who spend their money on themselves while the husband or boyfriend's money goes to the bills and household expenses. Females do not want to risk life or limb for a paycheck. Males are the disposable ones. Let them die. And society most definitely does. Females are more than happy to let Joe Bob go to the factory where he is exposed to hazardous conditions that poses immediate trauma or long-term health effects from chronic exposure to toxins and stress, while she goes and puts in 30 hours as a cashier, then tries to argue that she works just as hard as he does. Really? I do not imply that females don't work. Indeed, some females work genuinely hard. Yet females do not do near the workload that males do. Females are coddled. So the argument that females pull their own weight? Yeah, but no, not so much. Take the military. Sure, there are women in the military, but they are held to lesser standards. Both females and males of the same rank get equal pay, yet the males are pushed onto battlefields to die. Females are held to lesser physical conditioning standards than males, and they are spared the little nuances of death on the battlefield. We like to proclaim our brave men and women in the armed forces, yet males are the only ones that do the dying. This is an insult to numberless male sacrifices when we herald females on par with males in the military. Curious, females are not taken out by snipers and convoy. Females aren't sent home missing limbs after IED blasts, or with PTSD because of the horrors they experienced. And all this evidence notwithstanding, educated people want to debate me that females are equal and can pull the weight of a man. Guys want to downplay the sacrifices of males in order to keep society functioning. Then throw out some conversational red herring that females pull their own weight in today's modern, equality-imbued world. Guys are emasculated and shamed by the vaginisty, compelled by our physical structure to do everything, then shamed by females for doing everything. Oh, you're a chauvinist pig. You oppress females because you are threatened that we can do everything you can. So when we give females the chance to labor alongside males, they refuse. And the few that do choose labor jobs get coddled with lighter workloads or lesser standards to uphold. Yet they try to invoke bragging rights that they do the same amount of everything, if not more, than males do. Moreover, males will actually downplay their own abilities and brag up female ineptitude as just as good, if not better, than males. Females sure like the accolades of equality, but are not held up to the standards of it. Males are so enamored of females that they project onto them. I don't see females busting their knuckles turning wrenches all day, or throwing out a back lifting a transmission into place, but males go ape crazy with excitement when a female knows what a carburetor is. You take sex and reproductive services out of the picture, and you see females for what they are, dependent and leeching off male labor and brilliance. Females have great potential, but currently, because of our gynocentric system and all the privilege, entitlement, pampering, coddling, protection, and provision that we treat them with, we only inspire them to be tapeworms, leeching off male utility and male brilliance. Females need males for their very existence. Yet take away sex and reproduction, and what do males really need females for? We built the world on our own. We could do it again. You care about females? Then hold them to the same standards you expect of males. My friends, stand with me. Live free.